Life is short. Don't waste it hating on someone else. I think, naturally, as people, will find ways to hate on people for no reason. I feel like everyone's done it, whether it was consciously or subconsciously. And it's kind of a bad habit to get into, but I think once you get out of it, it's good to stay out of it because then you can start actually focusing on more important things in your life rather than just hating on someone else because they either have a better life or they have something that you don't in a certain situation. Like, I feel like everybody's had that one person, whether it was at school or work, that has had that, like, the life that you wanted. Like, they either travel a lot and you don't get that chance, so you hate on them subconsciously or consciously, just to do it because you know you're pissed off because they have something or they do something that you can't or don't, so you naturally hate on them. So basically what I'm saying is just, you know, realize that you're not on this earth forever. I know this might sound like corny or like cliche, but like, seriously think about what I'm saying. You're only on this earth for so long. It's a blessing that you're here. You had like a 1 in a trillion chance of even existing. So why are you wasting it focusing on someone else's life? That's what I'm saying. Why are you so, like, off track that you're focusing on someone else's life and now you're hating on them because they have something that you don't? When, with the right mindset, the right work ethic, and the right dream, the right dedication, discipline, everything, if you actually just put the work in and trust the process, you could have more than what they have now in a couple of years. Everyone's different. Some people might get it in a year, some people might get it in 10 years. But it's about trusting the process. It's the people who stick with it that deserve the reward. They stuck with it even when they didn't see a result. But anyways, instead of focusing on other people's lives, start focusing on your own and improving your own so that you can do the stuff that they do that you want to do so bad. Use it more as like a tool of motivation. They travel a lot, you don't. What's your goal? You want to travel just like them. What are you going to do to get to that situation? Because most of the time, if it's anyone like my age, it's people like their parents are paying for this stuff. It's not their money. So it's nice to be able to do that stuff with your own money. You don't have to rely on anybody else to do it for you. It's really good thing to have that, independency, not be so dependent on your parents or whatever. So maybe it's a blessing in disguise that you don't get to travel as much now, and then you have more freedom for when you get older to not travel wherever you want. Because even when you travel with your parents or your family, let's be honest, we all have a certain set of rules that we have to follow when we're with our parents, because they're keeping an eye on you at all times. Now, everyone's parents are different, so you might have a lot more freedom than somebody else. But what I'm saying is, if you're on your own, you got your own money, you got your own thing going on, you can travel anywhere you want because it's your decision. You choose where you get to travel to. So maybe it's a blessing in disguise, and it's just you can use it as a drive to get to that position. Maybe they have a nice car that you don't. But here's the thing. They relied on somebody else to get that car. Now, even if it was somebody who like legitimately got the thing that you want on their own, they weren't dependent on anybody else, still just use it as like a way to kind of just like look at it as like a positive thing. Like, it's a way to motivate yourself rather than just it's there for you to hate on somebody else for having it other than you. Which is why I'm saying don't waste your time hating on somebody else. Instead of hating, you could use it as motivation or maybe an idea to start that thing that you want so that you can get to that position at some point, right? But yeah, for real, like, stop wasting your time hating on so many other people. There's already enough people out there that can do it, so you don't need to be the one that's hating on everybody else. Don't be that guy either. Nobody likes to be around like a negative Nancy. I really think that what you think and what you believe really will impact what trajectory of your life you go down, what path you go down. I really think that it all starts with belief, goes into thoughts. You start thinking, well, what if I did it this way? You know, what if I could do it this way? What's this idea? Is this idea good? Is this idea bad? Will this be a good business plan? Is this a good job to get into? You know, these beliefs that it can go either way. It can start with beliefs or start with thoughts. Sometimes it can start with thoughts. Maybe you're thinking like, oh, how did this person make so much money? And then it turns into beliefs because you're like, I really think I can do that. And then that belief and thought kicks into action. So then when you take action, now you have something. Now after that, it's just discipline. You got thoughts and beliefs. We can put those two together. Action and then discipline. You can take the action, but how consistent, how disciplined are you to keep going? That's the thing. You can take action one day and be done and then fail. So don't think it's just action either. You gotta stay in it. Stay in it every day. You know, stay consistent. Obviously, you're not a robot. You're human. So you're gonna go through you're gonna go through problems and struggles. But you just gotta. That's the game. You gotta stick with it. Stay with it so you can do that thing that you always wanted to do. But seriously, instead of wasting your time hating on other people because they can do something that you can't, or they have something that you don't, or whatever, instead of doing that, use it as a way to open up your mind a little bit more so that you can do the things that you're so hating against them for. Right? That's what I'm saying. Plus, it's just a waste of time anyways. You're wasting so much of your precious time just spending it on somebody else who probably either A, doesn't know you exist, or B, doesn't really care if you hate them anyways. So, and then it's like, if they do care that you hate them, what are you getting out of it? For real. Like, if you're hating on somebody for being able to travel to a country that you wanted to, and they had that ability to do so, and you hate on them and it gets to them, even if it does affect them, it's still not changing the fact that they've already went. That memory, that experience is stuck in their head forever until they die. So that's what I'm saying. Even if you can get to their head, what are you getting out of it? You're not getting anything. It's just, you're wasting your own time. Even if you win in the scenario, you're not winning. Your time is gone. That time is never coming back. So instead of wasting it and getting pissed off at other people, use your time wisely and do something to actually benefit your life other than trying to tear down other people, but also tear down your own life because you're wasting so much time of it. There's so many keyboard warriors that hate on people for no reason whatsoever. They'll either say that it's bullshit, or they can say that, you know, this person's just a rich prick, or this person just doesn't deserve anything that they get. There's so many ways to hate on people, but like, for real though, like, why are you wasting your time hating on others? Like, you don't have a benefit. Even if you get to their head, you still don't have a benefit. And you look worse, because now you look petty for hating on others. Even though most of the time other people are hating on others, but they will look at you as petty if they want to be the good guy. So just be the good guy. Just be the positive person. People like to be that around way more, and people be more apt to give you advice or whatever it is from you being a positive person rather than a negative. Nobody likes to be around negative people. It's boring. It's just lame. Nobody likes to be around them. They just aren't fun to be around. And these people are the ones that like really tear you down. They hold you back because they're so negative with everything that they think about. So when you do want to go chase like that dream, and maybe it's on accident or maybe it's on purpose, you're saying your goal or your thought out loud, and they hear it, and they're so negative about everything, so they're just going to tear you down with them, and they're going to keep you down with them. I can give a perfect example of this. Say you have a friend from high school, and you guys have been friends for a while, but you want to start a business, or you want to start a YouTube channel. You think you can make it, you think you can get big, and you spit out that goal or that dream of yours to this person, they're going to tear it down within literally seconds. They're going to say, don't think you're going to be one of them. There's no point wasting your time. It's bullshit. Those people are lucky. They don't have talent. Why do you want to be one of those? Or you're a loser. There's so many things because you're doing something so far out of their comfort zone. They can't imagine, they can't fathom the fact that you want to do something like that because it's so far out there. So it keeps them down, but it pushes you up. So if you do hear these people saying shit like this, just cut them out of your life. You can, I mean, if you want to be the good guy and give them the benefit of the doubt, by all means do so. It's your life, but I'm telling you, these people are really going to hold you down in many ways possible. So cut these guys out of your life. They are a waste of time. They're a waste of just people. All they're here to do is hate on everybody else. They are terrible to be around. So stop wasting your time on them. Find quality friends. Find quality people to hang yourself around, and then you'll become quality yourself. Everybody says that, be careful who you hang around because you can start turning into them. So if it's that way with negative stuff, why isn't it the same with positive stuff? That's the thing. It is the same. So if you have to, go alone. Don't be scared to be alone because sometimes being alone can actually make you more friends than being with somebody. I've had that experience too. Like I've had friends that are just embarrassing to be around, and other people look at me like I'm the problem, but it's really just because I'm hanging around with this person. Say they're obnoxious out in public, yeah, people are gonna look at me even though I might not be saying anything, but because I'm around him, I'm now getting accused of the negative things or the negative impact that he has on everybody else in the area. And that's what I'm saying. Really pay attention to who you stick around because I've fallen short to this a lot. I've had a lot of issues with this. I still do to this day. That the people I hang around just not the best for me. So you just gotta figure out your own boat. Figure out your own boat. Don't be scared to maybe step away from that group that you're in. If you really think it's gonna benefit you, don't be afraid to step away. But I mean, that's really all I'm gonna say. Just stop wasting your life hating on other people. It just wastes everybody's time, and you're wasting your own time too. But other than that, life isn't too short. Make a change.